Don't get. Hey, welcome to Side Dish. We are more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the whole meal. I'm Headkrack, and also got the homie Thomason over to the right. And look who's back. It's the one and only, the female homie Claudia Jordan back in the building. What up, sis?
What's up? I'm sorry I missed y'all. Listen, I know y'all probably thought, damn, grand opening, grand closing. I just had to get my paperwork together. My papers weren't correct, so I'm back. I missed y'all too. I was just getting used to like talking to y'all every day.
Yo, and the people in the comments there, every time you wasn't here, like there was mad, where's Claudia? Where's Claudia? Where's Claudia?
They were definitely concerned. We told them you were still here. At first, we told them you were here in spirit, and then we were like, "No, that doesn't sound the best. Like she's around, she's not in the spirit realm." So we had to clear that one up.
They thought I got fired. They was like, "Damn, fired again, huh?" I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Not so fast, man. We here to stay, like oppression. And speaking of one person is here to stay, he ain't going nowhere. Talk about Gucci Mane. He has apologized to Drake, Nicki, and more about some of the things he said in the past. So in a recent interview, Gucci and his wife, Keisha Kayor, pulled up to the Breakfast Club to promote his memoir episodes. And Gucci opened up about his schizophrenia and bipolar diagnosis and even apologized for that 2013 meltdown where he took shots at Drake, Nicki Minaj, Rick Ross, and more. Check this out.
Yeah. I was super embarrassed and hurt by the things I said because like I wasn't well then, right? So then I got locked up. So a lot of those people who I was saying stuff to, they were like, they ain't never gonna mess with me no more. Mm-hmm. So even when I got out 3 years later, I still was like, I apologize to Ross, Drake, Nicki, like all them people accepted my apology. They just don't know. It's like a weight off my shoulders because I had been like, because I was wrong. Like Ross ain't did nothing but help me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I said something about him. Birdman did all this stuff for me. Why would I say something about him? So I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? I felt terribly bad. And it was just me. It was like, it was super heavy on me. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize to everybody. Everybody that would accept my apology, I apologize to. Everybody who would accept my call, I apologize to. You just think anybody who I was dissing, I apologize to.
For you, what was it like just trying to protect the business that you guys have built while
I have a system.
Personally...
I take his apps off his phone. First thing I do, I delete Instagram. I delete everything. Even if I got to change his password, I'm changing it because I don't need the public to know he's having an episode. You realize you'd never know about any other episodes since September 13th because I control that. Because you're not going on Instagram, you're not going on Twitter, it's deleted. And I just control everything at home. And now before the episodes come, I catch it. So that's why he hasn't had another one.
Keisha Kayor is the Coretta that Jonathan Majors needed. Like she really held this brother down. Like when he went to jail, like he hit her with $1 million and was like, yo, I need you to double this. And I think she like quadrupled it for him and stuff like that. And just to protect him from himself when you know what someone's issues are it's not an easy task, and she did it well.
And she's had to deal with a lot. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, losing your partner while they do a bid and you're out there in the streets by yourself. That's one. And she not only held it together, like you said, quadrupled the money and didn't like run off with the plug. There's people that would have definitely done that. And then also the fact that she's like, listen, I control it. But it's not a controlling way that it's being mean or just a control freak. She's helping him not hurt himself. And I think that's genuinely like, that's what a partner should be, right?
She is the ideal partner. Like I think back to, I hate to make this comparison because we talk about it a lot, but I think back to the whole Kanye and Kim scenarios. Like we were just talking about Kim maybe a day or two ago about coming home and Kanye had gotten rid of 5 Lamborghinis and just given away to her friends. And Kim, she's got her whole empire. She's got the kids she's got to manage now. I don't know, but it doesn't seem like she was, managing Kanye the way that Keisha's managing Gucci Mane. And so like, my hats off to her. This is what she has done here. And the way she's talked about, it's like, I take the apps off the phones. I'm going to manage it. I see it coming. Like that is a very healthy, very intelligent individual who has a lot of love in their heart for the person they're with.
And do
I
you
think the
think?
difference though is Gucci wants to be helped and Kanye won't allow anyone around him who truly wants to help him. I mean, like there's a difference, a supreme difference at that. You know what I mean? And I don't
Mhm.
even think there's nobody in the Kardashian lexicon who is qualified to
Yeah,
handle the type of person that Kanye is mentally, emotionally, and all the mood swings. You know what I mean? And
I do
it
agree. I don't
sign up
envy
for it.
Kim. I don't agree. I don't envy Kim's position at all. I think that would be so hard to do. And it does seem like there's a degree of humility with Gucci Man, how he sat there and actually apologized. And it seemed like he really was sincere about it too.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And um we was
Mm.
getting to know something to the effect that Keisha actually reached
Uh-oh. Do we
the
lose
thing.
HK here? Does he
Oh,
come in?
Oh,
there
am
we
I
go.
frozen? I'm
Mhm.
back. It's the government. It's the government.
Probably.
But
Sorry.
yeah, but I mean, but shout out to everybody who's dealing with people who have like episodes and things that like the average person can't understand. Because the easiest thing to do sometimes is just throw your hands up in the air and walk away. But to really sit in there and go through that, you know, in sickness and in health, and sometimes sickness is mental sickness, and
Yeah.
to handle all of that, man, it's not an easy task. So shout out to everybody thugging it out and fighting a good fight.
Have either of you ever had to deal with someone that had like an episode or just mental health issues like that you cared about?
Yeah, just people with drug problems.
It's tricky. I've had short sort of experiences with people when they were going through some sort of a thing,
Mhm.
and it wasn't until afterwards and I was on the other side that I recognized, oh, this person was in fact an alcoholic, and I probably got to see them at some of their high functioning
Mhm.
points where they're doing things that, like, that's a little strange for a person to do, but then in reality they were probably intoxicated at that point in time.
Mhm.
That's not the same as someone necessarily going through what Gucci Mane's going through, but it's hard. It's hard to continue to love somebody when invariably you deal with the stress of being with them when they're going through something like this.
I was
Yeah.
in college, I think a sophomore, and I was dating someone that at the time I didn't know. I think looking back, I think he was like paranoid schizophrenic.
Mhm.
At the time, I thought controlling, mean, a jealous boyfriend, but it was far beyond that. Like 10 years later, he tracked me down when I was a model on The Price is Right and bought a one-way bus ticket from Cleveland to LA to find me because he thought I was speaking to him through my eyes on television and that I was a vampire. And I think he was coming to put a stake through my heart. I'm serious. Like, and just knowing that you dealt with someone that had these issues. And I was, of course, as a 20 something 1 year old, nowhere near equipped to handle that. But
Right.
looking back, I didn't know what that was back then. So yeah,
Like, where is this individual now?
I don't know. Probably in a graveyard looking for bodies. I don't know. He could be outside.
Say,
my hotel.
as I'm saying, look, we're just now past sunset here in Atlanta. He might be coming out of his coffin right now looking for Claudia. I don't know. I don't know where he's at. Just joking. I hope he got healthy. Moving right on along. Oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite stories of the week. I'm so glad we're doing it. Oh man, you guys, Danny Ocean, George Clooney, G. Cloons could never pull this off. Okay, not even on a Sunday. So this last Sunday, 4 thieves in Paris pulled off a heist so smooth that it might put Ocean's 11 to shame, y'all. They went full Lupin at the Lou, and they ran off with priceless crown jewels on motorcycles in the middle of the day. It took them 7 minutes to do it. Y'all, we ain't been in this show 7 minutes yet, I don't think. And here's how it all went down. Okay. So they used a basket lift outside of the museum. They used a basket lift to scale the side of the museum facing the Seine River, which gave them access to a balcony. Then they forced open a window to enter the museum's Apollo Gallery, which is where all the pricey jewels are kept. And they smashed 2 display cases, grabbed jewels, hauled their ass out on bikes, and they were only inside of the Louvre for 4 minutes. which I relate that. Anytime I'm inside, I'm only in there for 4 minutes as well.
Reminds
Stolen
me of
items
an ex of mine.
include a tiara. Stolen items include a tiara, a necklace, an earring belonging to 19th century French queens, Marie Amélie and Hortense, Empress Marie Louise's emerald necklace and earrings, a reliquary brooch, a tiara and brooch belonging to Napoleon III's wife, Empress Eugenie, but they dropped them during their escape. And despite all of this, the French minister said the Louvre security system did not fail.
Oh, well, what would a failure be then, sir? Because seems like a failure to me.
Right?
Because did they drop everything as they was trying to escape, or just
No, they just
those
dropped the
last
one
few?
thing.
Okay. Like, and where do you hawk this? You can't go to cashforgold.com. I mean, like, this is like on the hot list. So where do you go to pawn this stuff off at?
It's like
the black market. You got to be connected in the black market. But what do you do with it though? Just some rich guy at home that wants to just give a crown to his side chick?
Well, no, you gotta yeah, exactly. Once you get it, no, these guys are gonna. This is like hundreds of millions of dollars. Like these are like the French crown jewels dating back hundreds and hundreds, if not 1,000 years. Like somebody somewhere had to tell them that they'd buy this from them if they could get it.
You know what I got to say about this?
What's that?
First, well, the French have been stealing from black and brown countries for a very long time, so it's kind of like they've been getting their karma lately. Sorry, they pillage a lot of people's jewels. So
I wonder if this was an inside job, because you don't typically hear about stuff like this happening on a regular basis, because they had to have a full understanding of where the exploits were in the system. And, like you usually see stuff like this in movies, not in real life in 2025, where there's a camera on every corner.
What if it was like a lower ranking like a security guard or like the janitor that was so sick and tired of being treated like crap? And this extravagant plan. I would love that. Would be the best movie if it was someone like that, totally unassuming. What
if it was Le Paul Blart?
Not the French Paul Blart.
Le Paul Blart.
I love it. All right, moving on. It's time for another Puff date. All right, looks like Trump might have a Diddy pardon in the works. According to TMZ, a high-ranking White House official said the president is commuting Diddy's 50-month sentence, and he could Diddy bop out of prison sometime this week. However, the White House Communications Office said there is zero truth to TMZ's report, but TMZ is standing on business, doubling down on its accuracy. Do you think Trump plans to commute Diddy's sentence? I mean, this would be another distraction to keep us from speaking on the Epstein files. What do y'all think? What say you?
I mean, he's gotten lesser known people out of jail for slightly more serious things. You got Kodak Black out there, you know what I mean? And he should have definitely did every second of the time he was allotted.
I'm gonna tell you
and I know Diddy's party with Trump in some capacity at some point or another. So I'm sure.
I'm going to tell you how this went down. I'm going to tell you all exactly how this went down right now. Trump might have been thinking about it. He might have been thinking about pardoning Diddy. And then Trump heard the details of the freak offs, and he was like, we got to get Diddy out now. We got to get him out. That's my kind of guy. And then that's why Trump's not releasing the Epstein files, because those would be the Trump Diddy files where we talk about Trump's freak offs, and he sure as hell don't want that coming out. In all reality, though, I think that maybe he was going to do it, but after TMZ called it out, I feel like he'd be hesitant now.
Yeah, he likes to surprise people on Fridays, late. He likes to do stuff on Fridays where the end of the week, late night, he likes to do stuff like this, and he likes to not have anyone have a jump on him. It's really weird that this president is totally the felon president. He's aligned himself with other felons. It's like this. He hasn't met a felon he doesn't like. He gets them all out. He just got out. He just commuted the sentence of George Santos, who was the cross-dressing politician that was stealing money. It was a horrible drag
from a veterans charity that he fake created.
He was off the chain. He was such trash. And he was but they say that was a move to silence Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's been very outspoken against Trump. And that's her boy. So like he like threw her a bone by getting
Uh,
her really good friend, her bestie, out of prison, and she actually has been quiet the last few days. So we have the most corrupt government in history, and the most corrupt, ineffective Supreme Court. So
Do
that's
you
where we are.
think?
and I
Do
think it's
you?
always been that way. It's just more blatant than it's ever been. Because I could definitely see a situation with Trump reading like Diddy's like what he tried. That's all. And like, yeah,
Yeah.
get this man out of here.
I
Do you think
mean,
there's a world? Okay, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for just a second. Let's say Trump does Monday morning. Who knows? Is like full pardon for Diddy. It's like it's a bad rap. He comes up with whatever. It's like he wasn't convicted of the things that they tried to charge him for. They're just trying blah 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 blah. Do you think that Diddy would then become like a Trump spokesman? Do you think that Diddy would then become one of these guys in the White House orbit who talks about how unfair the justice system is?
yeah, I do. I think he's desperate to get out of there. Like he offered all of his money, so I think he'll do anything. He'll sign up for everything to be back out in these streets, wreaking havoc, having freak offs, rubbing stuff on his nipples, and harassing, bothering more people, and having freak offs. I think he's so addicted. Like you don't just
Yeah.
stop that. But yeah, shout out to Diddy's nipples. I guess I don't know.
Just the nipples only, like no other part.
Just the areola.
I'm so
Nice
glad
and
Claudia's
moistened.
back.
Well, a person who's also familiar with Diddy's nipples, J-Lo, and one of
wait,
J-Lo's
wait.
exes. What? What's up?
I gotta give props. That's a hell of a segue. Sorry.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm out here, yo. So it's a whole love scandal out here, yo. So Jennifer Lopez had folks raising eyebrows after a recent Howard Stern interview where she said, "I had never truly been loved." Now, despite the engagements, the marriages, the diamonds, the duets, J-Lo says none of her exes could ever give her the real thing. And was it a moment of vulnerability or a shot fired? If you missed it, take a listen.
No. And you think you really have experienced loving someone?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
And when you can't get that love back,
What I learned, it's not that I'm not lovable, it's that they're not capable.
they can't love.
They don't have it in them.
They
They
have
need to appreciate the little person inside of
They
them.
have
They
little
need to
to
love
give.
them. Yeah.
You've been in relationships with
And they
people.
gave me what they had.
Right, but
They
it's not
gave me
enough.
all of it. Every time.
But it's this much. It's a
All the
little bit.
rings, all the things I could ever want.
Right.
They tried to give me the houses, the rings, the marriage, all of it. But
They didn't love you
they didn't,
and didn't know you.
and I didn't love myself.
Man. So her ex-husband, Ohani Noah, says, "Stop putting us down. Stop putting me down. I was in love with you. I even moved out of state, leaving my job, my family and friends behind to support you. Tell the truth for once. Let people know you are the problem. You should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed of yourself." J-Lo and Ohio Noma, 1997 to 1998. That was,
So he also went on. I'm just going to drop this bomb in here because I got caught up in this story. I forgot about Chris Judd. They were
Yeah.
only married for a hot
Damn.
second. Who can forget? Who can forget? Okay, the other thing that Ohani did in his thing, if you read all of his like posts, is he alleges that J-Lo cheated on him. He even got
Wait,
to
did
talk
he?
about how she couldn't keep it. Yeah, he was like, "You were the one who couldn't keep it in your pants." Blah 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 blah. Now that's alleged. That's what he's saying. I'm just saying what he's saying. But there's a part of me that believes it.
I never heard a guy refer to a woman of keeping it in its pants. It makes it sound really big when you say it like that, right? Like
fair enough. Yeah. Like, oh
it
man,
sounds
that
huge.
thing got out.
It's out here, like you just said earlier. Like it's out here. Like it's like it just like, when you pop open like a can of like biscuits and it just
The biscuits?
just pops. Yeah, that's what.
Maybe, and it could be, but that's not the point.
But when you look at the tail of the tape of all her exes, you know what? Diddy, you stay your ass in jail because you ruined it for the streets. Like she ain't drinking from the black fountain since Diddy. It got safer and safer and safer until Mark Anthony because his eyes look dangerous.
They do.
But, she ran from us. She ran from the streets.
I
Thank you.
like J-Lo, and I be trying to defend her out in these streets, but this one I just could. I was like, J-Lo, I need to know who your homegirls are because who approved this? You have been loved by a lot of people, and I think I love J-Lo not as a singer, but I love her as an actress and as a person. I think she's a good performer. I hate this for her because it does seem like there's like a little J-Lo attack lately. Like they're really getting her out of here, and it's ain't
So
a good look for her to say this. And
So I'm gonna hit it with two quick things. One, Howard Stern is a master interviewer at giving people enough rope to hang themselves, and so he knew what he was doing. He was going to get a quote out of her one way or the other. But the second thing is like you, all of us, we are the common denominator in all of our relationships, and if in none of hers, none of them 5 marriages, that ain't all the other guys.
she should have said one, like, no, he loved me, I messed that up. Like one, we wouldn't have this conversation. But all of them, J-Lo.
Yeah, Chris Judd was probably the one.
Yeah,
and that's why we probably hear the least about him.
Yeah. 2-year maximum with J-Lo though.
We got to go to break, but in the chat, y'all, let us know who you would pair J-Lo with. Wrong answers only. We'll have some fun with it when we come out of the break. We'll see y'all in 2. Welcome back to Side Dish. Looking at the people in the chat, who are some of the people that they say that J-Lo should get with real quick? I'm trying to get sorted here. There's a lot of just like violent J-Lo hatred in the thing. Somebody, Erica Watkins said Jada Pinkett. Sabrina Monique said Tiger Woods.
No.
King Leo said J-Lo and Jonathan Majors would actually make a good match.
He seems happy. He's happy right now.
Somebody said their cousin Pookie.
Lamont said J-Lo and Chris Brown and said these boys ain't loyal.
Oh my God. J-Lo, you're making it easy for people to slander you. Stop.
All right, we'll move it on, man. It looks like it's a beef brewing in the booth, y'all. So Young Miami just accused South African pop star Tyler of stealing her song in a now viral post. Young Miami said this. This girl really ran off of my song, and I don't know what the hell's really going on. And PSA, it is Tyler. She has a new song on Chanel. Of course, put me in Chanel. Take me to Chanel. Take me to Chanel. Take me to Chanel. Oh. Take me to Chanel. Oh. Take me to Chanel. Take me to Chanel. Yeah. Take me to Chanel. Okay. Yeah. Take me to Chanel. Take me to Chanel. Yeah. Take me to Chanel. Yeah. All right, now that's Young Miami's joint right here. Okay. That you gotta. To quote the rapper Jay-Z, she made it a line, but she made it a hot song. Which one do y'all prefer out of the two?
Well, the first one says "Take Me to Chanel," and doesn't the title of the song say "Put Me in Chanel"? And they sound nothing alike. They just both mentioned me and Chanel. That's it. A lot of people talking about Chanel. I don't think they sound alike. Do y'all?
There's like one little part there in Tyla's chorus that does seem like there's a hook from both of da 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 da, that little da 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 da, that little bit right there does seem to me to be common from both songs, but you got to listen close, and otherwise they don't sound that much alike to me.
Oh, that little beat, yeah, that kind of has like that Afro beat sound. That little,
it's a slight Afrobeat sound, but then it's also the melody, like "Take Me to Chanel" versus "Put Me in Chanel." Da 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 da. Like, I don't know if we can pull it back up, but like you have to listen so close, I think.
So if I made a song that said "Get Me Some Chanel," would I be like?
You would now be in a conversation because Young Miami, and you're in Miami right now. Like, I mean, do you want to be that close to the smoke? I don't even know.
I'm gonna drop one called "Call Me Chanel." Like, I'm looking for Chanel, and she hasn't called me in a while.
I'm gonna make a song called "Change the Chanel." Change the Chanel. I'm like French, and I want people to change the channel for me. We'll say y'all in the chat. Is this worth fighting about? Because man, y'all can have it.
This is one of those scenarios where, like, in complaining about it, you have brought more attention to it than it would have ever existed. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody was out here like, these two songs sound too much alike. And then you got out here and you were like, she stole my song. And all you've done is brought attention to her song.
I think the stream's going to go up now, especially that we've mentioned right here on Side Dish. It's going to blow up out of this world. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
we did it.
We did it.
And if Young Miami was smart, you'd be like, yo, let's collab. Let's do a remix together. Looks like, we had a similar frequency going in the air. I don't know enough about Tyla as an artist to know if she's out here really writing her own records, because it might be a Rihanna situation where people are out here in the streets trying to find the best records they could find for that artist. And they'd be like, yo, get in the studio, make this record. There's a street version. We want you to do a cleaned up Sephora version. You know what I'm saying? That everybody can listen to. And here we are. So, like, man, don't fight. Try to figure out a way to collaborate so y'all both get the bag. There's enough food out here for everybody.
I think both songs, the two songs sound like two different genres, and there's an audience for both songs. Absolutely. All right, sisters. So nice. You had to say it twice, sister. Stars Tia and Tamara Mowry popped up in New York City over the weekend for some quality sister time. And let me tell you, the internet is here for it. Check it out.
Multi-dimensional, amazing, unexpected sound, refugee.
All right. The reunion came just a year after Tia opened up about a rough patch in the relationship with her sister on the show. Is this a cute sister date, or are we getting ready for a full-on Mowry sister comeback? What do y'all think? Are y'all here for it? How about y'all been waiting with bated breath for them to get back together and patch it up?
I always wanted them to get to the money like the Olsen twins.
Yes.
I feel like it's not too late. You know what I mean? Remember, because I used to work at Target at one point in time, and I remember, when Full House was still on, they used to always have these Olsen twin books, and they got to go on all these amazing adventures and really straight to VHS movies. Tia and Tamara did Sister, and that was it. And then they did the talking show. I forgot.
Are they like the same age? Are the twins like close to the same age? Like the Mowry twins and the Olsen twins? They're close in age.
The Olsen twins, I know, got started literally as babies. Like, they were both one child on Full House, and then later on, like when they were like toddlers and single digit age, that's when all their VHS.
Mowry's at 47.
Yeah, so the Mowry's a little bit older than the Olsens, just a handful of years. The Olsens, the way the Olsens got to the bag and then retired out of the game, like, honestly, goals. They did work as children. HK, I'm like you. I think Tia and Tamara. I think if they put whatever was behind them, and I hope it wasn't ever that serious, but I feel like they have that potential. I feel like they have giant marketing potential.
In this world and land of reboots that we live in, I wouldn't see it being a far stretch for them to get a sister reboot on BET Plus, Netflix, Tubi even. You know what I mean? Because that show still comes on somewhere. You know what I mean? And we just found out that Tia and Tamara are 47, I think they said, and the Olsen twins are 39. Yo, the Olsen twins look like they opened an Ark that had a lot of information in it, right? And it just like aged them rapidly in such a way to where they were not prepared to handle the information that they were given.
Have you ever seen, there's this internet joke that talks about how like one Olsen twin looks like she knows how you die and the other looks like she knows what day you die?
I'm glad you said it, Headkrack, because I was sitting here pondering like how the hell the Maoris are 8 years older. And if you pull up a side by side, I don't know what the hell the Olsen twins, maybe they made a pact and traded in youth for billionaire status. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that's the shout out to the Maoris for aging. Like,
I do want to throw something out there though, real quick. And there's sort of talk that Tamara's life and her family, I'm talking about not the whole family, but like her family specifically, could be politically opposite of Tia's, if that makes any sense.
Her husband is MAGA for sure.
That'll be a scenario that'll drive some family members apart if you don't know how to walk that line.
Yeah, her husband is a big Trump supporter, and I don't think that aligns.
Yeah.
One of those sisters is a sister with an ER then.
That's two for you, Headkrack.
Oh, thank you. Well, somebody just told me someone on the internet said that. I thought I just thought of that, but
I didn't know. I want you to know, HK, I hadn't heard it before, and so for me, that's a you joke. Okay,
well, thank you.
Yeah, Tanner, you can't say sister.
What? I have two of them. I got two. I have two. Okay, all right. I have two female siblings. Moving on. All right, you guys. Man, this one got us thinking about what a celebration of life really looks like. Okay, so little boozy badass pulled up at a funeral in Detroit for a late fan. Amazing, right? Amazing he would do this. And her name is, I might mess this up, Alicia Johnson. A lot of people called her Lele Wild. And she lost, unfortunately, her battle with cancer on October 5th. So this is just about 16 days ago. First off, my heart breaks for her and her family and all of her loved ones. I want to say that right now. But instead of a quiet goodbye, he brought his iconic feature from Webby's hit Wipe Me Down to the repass, turning up during their time of grief.
Oh, wow.
So, as you can imagine, the internet's divided. Some people call it a beautiful tribute. Obviously, she was a big fan of Boozy. She wanted to see him. Other people think that it was more like a concert than a funeral. Now, the family does say that she had meant to see him in Detroit before her health went downhill. So the family called him in themselves. What are your thoughts? Who would you want to perform at your funeral? What do we think?
I mean,
what is it, Claudia?
I just got back. You know what I mean?
Wait, what? You got one loaded? You got something hot in the chamber? Is that what you're trying to say?
Black people, we real special. We are special people. Like, you gotta love us. Like, we are. But I'm sure everybody left there feeling good. Like, the people there left feeling really good. But we are so ghetto.
Yeah, because if I was dead, right, and I faintly heard Lil Boosie in the background, that would be a telltale sign that I'm actually in hell. Like I didn't make it. My good fortune. Things I tried to do.
Your mom, like,
hold on a second.
Wipe me down as you're in the coffin, like with your hands folded with bad makeup on, like.
Okay, hold on. I watched that clip closely. I don't think they were in a sanctuary. I don't think they might have been in the nursing home.
It was the repast. So it's like after the funeral, after the burial, you go back and eat the same food that probably killed the person you buried. And that's where they did that at.
Here's my thing is like if one of these days I'm gonna go. and whenever that time happens, and the people who come, people who have like loved me and been close with me, like I don't want it to be some sort of like sad crying sort of thing. Like ideally, like I saw this and I was like, you know what, like they all have this wonderful memory and they're thinking of her because she kind of gave them this memory. You know what I'm saying? And so like I get it. Like it doesn't, I get it. It's very non-traditional. But I don't know. Kudos to Boosie for showing up, I think.
What would you like to have perform at you guys' funeral if, like, if you could, put the order in now and assuming that, they didn't die before you? Because 9 times out of 10, whoever we'd want would be older than us. But, who would you pick?
Depending who I'm leaving behind. Like, I don't have,
what?
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have kids, so it's my people be my friends, right? So I have pretty good friends. So, something pretty, a nice, pretty song, I guess. But if it was like a bad relationship, I don't know, maybe something by CeeLo, F.U. or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't thought of a soundtrack to my funeral. I don't have a song loaded. Do you guys have a song?
I mean, not before we did this segment. I would go with Pearl Jam, I'm Still Alive. And I would like maybe have them put like a little motorized thing that rocks the coffin a little bit, like while the song is playing.
Oh, I thought of a song there. Like now that we're in that vein, I like that Axl Rose song, "Summer Rain." I don't know why. Is it "Summer Rain"?
No, Cold November Rain.
November Rain.
That's
a vibe.
Yeah.
That's like a song that
with piano stuff.
The people.
I'd hire a bad magician, and just so like all the tricks are horrible, and then everyone would leave, and they'd be like, "What's happening?" And they would laugh about it then, because I got one last trick I pulled on you.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we made those arrangements.
There we go.
Well, to break we go, and we'll be alive when we come back, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see y'all in 2 minutes.
Welcome back. Happy couple Chalice and Denzel have gone viral after giving birth to a baby boy, but it's what happened right after that has the internet torn. Check this out.
Okay, I'm bringing him over to you, okay?
Oh, that's unique. Yo, we sent the messenger. That's what's up.
Oh
my God, yes.
She's still on all those birthing drugs.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, just in case you didn't see it, the newborn was wearing a onesie that said, "Mommy, will you marry Daddy?" Now, a few people in the comments thought this was a perfect timing for a proposal, but more thought it upstaged the actual birth of the child. What do y'all think?
He knew the spot to pick. Like if you wanted that undeniable no right after, a woman did probably one of the most toughest and most difficult things a woman will ever have to do physically. Like that was an easy alley-oop right there to throw it in there. And like once again, she's probably still on all the pain medicine right there. Like I don't even know if that counts later.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just restating what HK said to a little bit. This woman has just completed the miracle of life, and she is on most likely on lots and lots of different drugs to make sure she's healthy, make sure the child's healthy, make sure it's as painless as possible. It was painful, and he thought this was the moment. Like, I get it. It looks really cute, but you can see on her face where she's putting it together that she's, working through it. And she's also just like undergone extreme body trauma and now probably wasn't the ideal moment.
I'm going to take a different stance. I'm out here in these dating streets, and the likelihood of a man proposing to you nowadays and choosing you over video games and whores is very low. So I think this is a win. City girls will take this. She probably went into giving birth like, damn, I'm unwed. I'm not wed. I'm married. They probably had to ask them several times, what's your last name? What's your last name? And I like that he made I hate this expression, an honest woman out of her, but put a ring on it. I mean, yeah, it could have been at a different time, but I bet you she felt the joy of the new, being a new mom, and like the man she's in love with wanted to make it official. So I think it's kind of sweet, actually. Of course, she probably wanted to be dressed up and have a cuter setup and not have her legs in the stirrup and have probably pee and doo-doo and placenta between her legs. But we'll take the wins when we can get them these days, ladies, won't we?
In this case, the baby is the ring.
I
mean, because you're gonna have to pay for the birth of the child. It's very expensive. So you want the ring and you want the medical bills paid for. You got to pick one.
He definitely
want to be clear that I'm glad that it happened. I'm definitely glad that it happened overall. I'm a fan. I love love. I'm a fan of marriages. But to back up what Claudia said now, with pee and doo-doo and placenta, still right now, we could tomorrow. Claudia Jordan, tomorrow. We could have done
that means you really love. If you can love me with pee, doo-doo, and placenta on me, then damn it, I think we might go the long haul.
The distance.
I love also, by the way, Claudia, how is this the two extremes? How are you in this dating market where the two extremes are video games and whores versus being doo-doo and placenta marriage?
You don't know my life, You don't know my life, Tanner. One day we're going to have to go get drinks and I'm just going to have to vet, and you're going to probably want to give me a hug.
I will. Come on in. Oh my gosh. Well, keeping it in Placenta Town, speaking of giving birth, we got a company out here that wants you to actually enjoy giving birth. Sexual wellness company Dame, that's the name of it. They've collaborated with Orgasmic Birth to launch the Finn Pleasure Vibe vibrator that mothers-to-be can wear discreetly on their finger for self-pleasure during labor. This sounds like an advertisement. We'll put the link in the bio. Improving the experience by reducing pain with oxytocin and making it a pleasurable and empowering one. Claudia, ladies in the chat, HK and I are both very confused. Would you want to experience an orgasmic birth, or is that also not the appropriate time or place?
That's how we got here in the first place. No, why? I think you're focusing on not tearing your walls. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about an orgasm at this point. I would think that's the reason why I never want to give birth. Like, honestly, ladies, All you mothers out there that gave birth, kudos to you. I tip my imaginary hat to you. I have never wanted to go through it, but I think if I did go through it, the last thing in my mind is, oh, let me rub one out real quick as I'm trying to push one out. I think I'd have other priorities. But hey, it says it takes the pain away, but I'd rather take the drugs. I'm not gonna sit there and finger like what I got the thing in my finger. I'm gonna vibe like what is that what's happening?
Yeah. And then just imagine, like, for the sexual deviants out there, like the bona fide super freaks out there, what if that was the best O you ever had, right? And
Oh
now
no.
you're chasing the rest of your life trying to
Mm,
replicate that same feeling and sensation that you had that one time. The crazy thing is, like, I was watching this show called Workaholics. You know, like when you turn the
oh
TV
yeah.
on and they got a channel that'll play like one entire show like all day, like one of those free things. So I was watching Workaholics, and it was literally an episode where someone had an orgasmic birth. I thought they made that up for the show. I had no
Mm,
idea this was a real thing.
Just just
mm,
just in case anybody's curious, I couldn't help. It costs $49. It offers gentle external stimulation, and they said that it is discreet and intuitive, whether at home or in a hospital setting. So maybe maybe it also works when you're not having a kid. I don't know.
Well, that I would try it out for that, but not during childbirth. I don't. Well, I have no interest in doing that.
Yeah,
It seems like that would be a one and done, right? Like,
yeah.
you don't want to connect it to all the things you felt. Like, I mean, like, during that time, unless once again, you really, really, really enjoyed it and you want to reconnect with that feeling. Whatever
Mhm.
happened to just hugging real hard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And what if you orgasm real fast and then you're like sleepy afterwards and you're too tired to kind of push the baby out? Because don't you get relaxed after? I know I get relaxed after. I'm
Well,
like,
now you're entering into man territory because it is nap time afterwards. We're going to keep talking about this amongst ourselves. We got to take a quick 2-minute break. Tell us what you guys are thinking about in the chat. We'll see you too.
All right, welcome back to Side Dish. There's some things popping up in the comments. What you see, Tanner?
I don't know what this is. I'm almost scared to say this word. Justin Harris wrote, "What's wrong with a little frotting?" And then Jose Ramos told me to stop describing the device because his wife was trying to grab the tablet. So
Oh yeah, we don't want that smoke. We don't want it. We don't want it.
yeah.
oh,
Well, it is time for the question of the day. It is time for us to set the scene. Check this out, y'all. You're in the car riding home from a night out, right? Music
mhm.
low, street lights are flashing past, the windows is quiet for a second, and then your partner turns and says, "Be honest, do you ever lie to me?" And then boom, heart rate is through the roof because now you
Mm.
Oh, that was a
too
cliffhanger.
Yeah, he
serious.
said He said, now you're thinking, do I tell the truth or do I keep the peace? I've dropped a lie or two, but nothing too serious, which brings us to our question of the day. Would you rather know every time your partner lies, or would you have oh my gosh, would you rather know every time your partner lies, or would you rather have them know every time you lie?
Ooh, that's a very scary question with a scary scenario. I would rather I would rather them know every time I lie because my lies are beautiful.
Beautiful lies.
Yeah.
Beautiful to who?
Yeah,
oh, dang it. We got a little tech issue.
Oh, how convenient. It froze up right when I just asked him.
Claudia, what do you think?
I'm not a good liar. I really don't. I'm brutally honest with people, and it sometimes works in my favor, and sometimes it does not. Hence, I guess. I'd rather them know every time I lie because it's very few and far in between.
I'm the same way. I'm a very honest person. I rarely lie. I think me not knowing when they lied, because here's what I would do is if I knew every time they lied to me, I would just start getting real upset.
Yeah.
It would start to bother me. I'd probably spiral and it wouldn't be good. I'd be like, oh, you're lying again. So I'd rather them know when I lied, because I'll lie and be like, yes, that dinner was delicious. And then that's not that big a deal,
See, I think we as guys are crazy, and like they said in that movie, we can't handle the truth. So if we knew every time somebody was like, we would always be on edge. We would always, question everything. I don't really think we equipped for that trip far and large. You know what I mean? I think we can entertain the idea of being wrong or getting caught out there in some situation, but I think the unfiltered truth, oh man, all those times we thought she achieved the orgasmic birth and it didn't happen, or all the things, right? We're not built for it. Our shelves ain't that sturdy.
Ladies, never, I don't care how in love you are, how understanding he seems, never tell a guy your real number, and don't admit to anything that he has not proof of when it comes to other men in the past. It does not matter. It does not matter. He's gonna be mad at you. I'm just saying. Sorry, that's my bad advice of the day, but it's good.
Were you talking about phone number?
No, your sex number. Because one is always gonna be one too many. They don't want to hear it. Don't do it.
Are we rounding down by 5s, 10s, or 1s?
Depends on how your roster. I mean, I don't know. People out here have these crazy numbers nowadays. I just feel like it's pick a number in the single digits, no matter where your numbers are. Don't go over 7.
Okay, but hold on a second. Do we have time? I don't know how much time we have. Single digits, ladies and gentlemen.
Once you go over 10, they think you're a whore.
No. Okay, I'm gonna get myself. I also don't want somebody who doesn't know what they like. You know what I'm saying?
But you can be with a few guys and have done a lot with them. You could have done a lot with a few guys.
True.
Like maybe you had one guy that you did everything with, and then then practice on number 3 and 4 and 5. You perfected it. Let
me ask you this. You're building a house.
My number is 7.
Yeah. My number is 2. If you're building a house and you're getting ready to hire a carpenter, do you want a carpenter who built one set of cabinets really well, or they built 3 sets of cabinets really well, or do you want a carpenter who's built about 300-400 cabinets and they really know how to build some good cabinets?
Either they really know how to build cabinets, or they was building cabinets real quick and they shoddy, and now they got questionable cabinets.
They made a lot of shoddy cabinets, right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Chat, how many cabinets have you built?
7.
Have you had sex with a matinee amount of people or the prime time amount of people? Inquiring minds want to know. But when we come back from break, man, we're going to solve some crimes because we got the gang back together. We played everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it? See you in 2.
7.
Look at us doing
commercial
that.
break. Hey, I'm glad we did not skip a beat when it comes to our commercial break conversations. We got to do Patreon. I'm telling you. I like that idea, Headkrack. A gum that tells
Big
you
facts,
everything
big
you have.
facts.
All right, welcome back. It's time for everybody's favorite game.
Whose cousin is it?
Hey, there we go.
Oh, y'all did an upgrade while I was gone. All right, I like that because I.
You was ready too. He's like double
Yeah,
dutching.
you had it locked. You were ready to go, Claudia.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
okay.
We should have told you.
No, thank you. Okay, a Georgia man just got busted in Noonan for being a peeping Tom at, wait for it, Hobby Lobby. You heard that right. A customer warned employees that a man in the women's bathroom was sticking out his phone to capture some cheeky footage in the next stall.
Oh my gosh. Okay. 2 employees were on standby right outside the bathroom when the peeping Tom phone bandit made his exit. And guess what he said? My bad. Cops pulled up and questioned the 30-year-old man, and of course he claimed he went into the wrong bathroom. Sure you did.
Yeah, he even let them look through his phone, and to the cops' surprise, they found no images of the victim. You got to check the trash folder.
The man who has 2 prior convictions of being a looky-loo was booked and charged with peeping Tom and criminal trespass. All right, fellas and chat, whose cousin is it?
Yo, it's big Chuck Berry energy.
Oh,
but,
that's true.
But it's in Noonan though. Noonan is like the part of town in like the Atlanta, Georgia area where we start to thin out a little bit. It's not so like inside the perimeter. You know what I mean? You got to drive a little further to see where we at.
I'm not familiar with that area.
I think all cousins go to Hobby Lobby, right? Like everybody goes to Hobby Lobby, right?
Yeah, a little bit of everybody being there. A lot of us there. Quite a few of us work there.
Okay, yeah.
But when he said
you know
my bad is making me lean black.
Okay.
But
you know what?
Tomism is more of a white thing. That's like y'all kind of own that space.
I think I do feel like we are a higher percentage peeping Tom people.
But I do feel like sometimes these producers do these stories to trick us to not be so stuck in our racist ways and assuming the old stereotypes.
Yeah. So, and when I was giving the stereotype about the type of people that be at Hobby Lobby, I was actually thinking about Big Lots. In my head, they're the same store. So that changes a little bit of things for me. Hobby Lobby has arts and crafts and all types of other things. So it do be a mixed hodgepodge of people being in there. You'll see like, somebody trying to pick up something for a class project, random, like a little like parents of people. I'm gonna go with other.
Okay. We got some other. We got some other in the chat. D Poetic Mommy says might be other. Fred Stone says this could be anybody. They're saying other. Benny Williams just said Tanner, which is personal.
I feel like because they found no images, they found no evidence of the victim. He was other, and I'm gonna go Asian because they're the best with technology. Sorry.
They're really fast. You should simply play Dance Revolution. 3, 2, 1. Move that van. Oh, damn it. Terry Tucker, Lamar Keat. Now you got 4 names.
LK. No, Terry Tucker, Lamar Keat.
I'm so disappointed.
But I would like to know what craft he was going to build after he left the Hobby Lobby.
What is he doing in Hobby Lobby, though?
Probably like a upside down periscope, so you can aim it down and look under things. Like this is him practicing to build his dream tool.
But also, you know what I've never seen? I've never seen a baddie inside of a Hobby Lobby.
I don't think he's looking for baddies. I think he's just looking for a pulse. And I will say this. I will say on the positive side, as far as when it comes to South, integration continues to happen. We're entering spaces that we don't usually, this Peeping Tom space is usually a Tanner or cousin thing. So, hey, equal rights.
Cannibalism could be next.
Who
knows?
Claudia, we're so glad. Happening. Hey, Claudia, I just want to say we're so glad you're back. And I know everybody in the comments is too.
I am too. Thank you. I missed you guys. Y'all are so fun.